Investigation continues following a massive fire at an abandoned mill on Privilege Street. Good afternoon and thanks for joining us. I'm Caitlin Gelhaus. According to our reporter on scene, emergency crews are starting to take down some of the additional hoses and lines. Nearly all of the fire is handled as crews deal with hot spots. ABC 6 News reporter Josh Kerman brings us a look at what's left and how the community is reacting.
These plumes of off-colored smoke are all that's left from a fire that turned a multi-acre chemical mill into a pile of rubble.
I figured they were going to tear it down, but I didn't expect it to be a fire, no.
Crews got a call around midnight for a structure fire on Privilege Road, the site of an abandoned chemical mill that's been top of mind for staff for years.
Yeah, so our concern was just being such a large structure with the chemicals that were in here before and being empty now, that the possibility is always there that it could lead to a fire at some point. Yeah, all the big buildings are a concern to us, especially the uninhabited ones.
Cahill says in the past few weeks they've had DEM and police clear out the chemicals that have been left in the building and people who were staying inside. He also says they believe the odd color of the smoke is from the roofing material, but they did have hazmat on scene just to be sure.
Well, where I used to work, we used to get our chemicals from there. But I'm not too concerned about it because I think it was pretty well cleaned out. I think the rain's got to keep it under control, which helps.
Yeah, very, because my child's right around the corner. So hopefully it's nothing too contagious or harmful.
Initially, power was shut down in the area, but crews were able to restore it to nearby homes Monday morning, and crews remained on scene to check for any hotspots. The chief tells me there are no injuries from this fire. Looking forward, the fire marshal is finishing up its inspection of the actual scene before they'll work on clearing out some of the debris from the roadway just in front of the building. After that, they'll work on a crew to get out there to take down the rest of the structure. In Woonsocket, Josh Kerman, ABC 6 News.
Thanks, Josh. And due to the mill fire, the Woonsocket Water Division says some residents may have discolored water. Take a look at this photo shared with us from Jeanette, who lives in the area. Jeanette says this was the color of their water from the sink this morning. The Water Division is asking everyone in the area to refrain from using water for several hours to let the sediment settle. The division is recommending to use an outside spigot to flush your lines and avoid using hot water to stop sediment from being drawn into your tanks. And viewers are also sharing what they saw overnight. These photos of the smoke were sent in by Lucas. They were far from the flames, but you can see the smoke was still seen billowing into the sky. We're still waiting to hear back from the Department of Environmental Management on air quality concerns or environmental impact. We'll keep you updated as we learn more on air, online, and on our Now Local News app.